Hey fellow expeditionists, we're in Big Bend National Park.
We're doing the Tuff Canyon Trail.
The Tuff Canyon Trail is located along the Ross Maxwell Scenic Drive inside Big Bend National Park in western Texas. Officially, the trail is only a half-mile long to 3 scenic overlooks, but the real fun is going into the canyon, where you can get an up-close look at the violent volcanic past of Big Bend. Here, Blue Creek, which is fed by rains in the Chisos Mountains, has carved this amazing canyon through layers of volcanic tuff and basalt. We've got this massive stone sticking out of the ground over here. And we're going to go down in the stone. 30 million years ago, ash and particles that ejected from a nearby volcanic vent accumulated here. Heat and pressure welded the layers into a material called tuff. When we get down into the canyon, we'll be looking for pebbles, rocks, and boulders that are embedded right into the canyon walls. The deeper we go into the canyon, we will find older basaltic rock on the canyon floor that was exposed as the canyon carved through the layers of tuff. I just find these conglomerates really interesting. The different kinds of stone that get stuck in there. Things like this, it almost reminds me of a dinosaur bone. I know it's not, but it gives me that feel. So another little pour-off spot, you can tell that has been eroded away, creating these little alcoves and small rock shelters. And this one actually looks like it has a couple of spouts in there. So, get a good rain, you probably got water coming through the rock right there. And you got these big old rocks literally just sticking out of the wall here, slowly getting eroded out. My guess is some of that is volcanic in nature. You can kind of tell by the texture on some of these rocks, it's most likely a volcanic rock. I think they've even got some kind of crystalline formation in there. Some of this erosion on the side there almost looks like claw marks right there. Can you just imagine the Quetzalcoatlus flying through there, landing on the edge? Something to think about, huh?
Yeah.
Of course, the Quetzalcoatlus was found here in Big Bend. Granted, this land would have been very, very different in those times. Pretty cool area, isn't it, Caden?
Sure is.
It's a really easy trail too. So, this is a quick, short hike that any family could easily do. Come down and experience this little thing here. Just preferably not during the middle of a giant thunderstorm in the summer. Some of the beauty of the rocks anywhere really is just in how they, erode, and all the little impressions that are left behind, and the crevices from the cold white stone of the canyon walls into this more volcanic in nature rock. Nice. Time to climb. Very awesome. Yeah. This is fun. Life finds a way.
Looks like a lupine.
Nice. Of all places to find a lupine. But this canyon would be something to see when there's water rushing through it on those flash floods, because you got a big old ridge there for a waterfall before it hits the main canyon back that way. So here you have the wash that comes over that edge, and when the water would come through, drains right through here, and we've actually still got water down there. This really is like a big old playground in here. So yeah, you got the one pool of water there, and from there on it goes on down through the wash, through the canyon. But this is just a rock climber and boulderer's paradise. So you got this little hole in the rock down here still collecting water. Right below that big old edge I was talking about having a cool rushing waterfall. And now you can really see that that ledge is fairly big. Bigger than it looked from back there. Cool stuff. So this section we came up to out here probably technically isn't on the official hike. But remember, Big Bend National Park encourages you to go off trail and explore. So that's what we're doing. What'd you find?
I found a weird rock.
A weird rock. Is that some kind of lichen on it?
I'm not quite sure. It kind of looks like it.
Yeah. Right up your alley.
Yep.
So that was the Tuff Canyon Trail. An awesome little hike through a canyon there and a little beyond. We took it a little beyond what the normal trail goes to experience just a little bit more. What'd you think of that, Caden?
That was some awesome volcanic formation, especially toward the end of the trail.
Yep, really neat stuff. Glad we made the stop and checked this out. We got to go on to our next adventure. Till then, peace out.